Palantir is going after hundreds of billions of dollars, teaming up with the big boys. And massive news has come out that Palantir is going after the $850 billion defense money from the US government, but obviously they are not doing this alone, and we get some huge names like SpaceX and Anduril and OpenAI. And this is off the backs of another news story in and of itself, in my opinion, where Elon Musk himself is now following on X the official Palantir account. So obviously a follow is a follow, so do as you want with this information. But there are arguments where the guy at the top of X following someone's account and everyone following him closely to where it won't go under the radar means at least a little something. So breaking out last night, technically this hasn't officially been announced yet, but the Financial Times broke the story that Palantir and Anduril are joining forces and putting together other companies into a consortium to take on a big entrenched prime defense contractor industry for the US government and going after the ginormous defense budget I've mentioned earlier with leading edge tech names ready to deliver real results at a better price and more efficiently. And the plan is to bid for this work and of course win these contracts out over time. Now, the plan apparently is to announce this in January, so around the new administration taking over, which makes sense. And we all know with Musk's efforts around Doge, not saying this is guaranteed, of course, for wins, but at least the influence or even just to get a fairer process to evaluate the primes versus the new consortium, which will take a closer look at outcomes, hopefully. But huge names are being mentioned like SpaceX under Musk, ChatGPT, Saronic, and Scale AI. Many of these names already coming up time and time again when talking about upcoming technology. And we get some quotes from the insiders already putting this together, where they see themselves putting the new generation of defense contractors together and really going for that huge slice of the US government's budget away from the traditional big names like Lockheed Martin, Raytheon, and Boeing. And we all know who follow Palantir that Raytheon or RTX got beaten out recently on the Titan project, which we hope will expand to hundreds, if not more, vehicles into the future with these huge million-dollar price tags because of how involved the technology is integrated into them. And it's not like they're trying to fleece the government. They're looking to provide efficiency because they are competing with the balloon giants already, who have leveraged their relationships with the government for so long and won those contracts. And there is an opportunity for the cutting edge technology in this consortium to provide it while also getting a better price for the government here. So there's the juiciness of working with these newcomers. And it's no secret, too, around the next administration's priorities, which can be helped by new technology without ballooning more costs or at least spending the same a bit smarter. With national security, immigration, and space exploration, these tech names mentioned earlier are all on the integral piece of this and working together to deliver products and services that fit exactly these use cases, as well as AI in general with the conflicts around the world and how the US can maintain their lead and learn from all the geopolitical tension happening now or anticipated to come into the near future against us directly. And we do get some background too on these companies. Obviously, Palantir gets huge coverage on their stock, but with SpaceX too as a juggernaut on its own, getting hundreds of billions of dollars here in value, and how they've helped win government contracts not because of relationships, or at least not mainly so, but because they're delivering what they promised and then some, and then leading some of the other biggest awards that they've won. Being able to provide value at the fraction of the cost of the existing primes is so attractive right now that they believe this consortium can double down on this to soak up more of the budget. And we do get more background quotes on what's to come, but this is honestly, in my opinion, a natural course of things to come. Palantir has been kind of doing it alone. They obviously win contracts with partners here like Anduril, but establishing a formalized team of trustworthy and aligned partners within something like this can help them deliver a much more tailored and suitable product, leveraging the strengths of each of these companies. Now, obviously, you have to share a piece of that pie, but you can go after a much more larger pie. And Palantir, being a software product, can in turn find themselves in more space exploration, for example, because of SpaceX's performance, while on the other hand, Palantir can be that software backbone to everyone, operating here as a system where you can permeate throughout every industry that we've seen already that your mama can imagine. So this is big news and honestly only helps them gain access to bigger and more sprawling contracts, and I believe possibly do this at a more efficient price point for the US DoD that is competitive at least against the entrenched prime contractors we know today. But curious to know your thoughts below, and I'll see you in the next video.